Hey, here we are. We did it. Feel weird. Hey, leave a comment. Let me know you're here. I can't see who's watching and I want to see who made it today. Um, welcome to the Bhava Spiritual Mission broadcast, revamped, new day. Hey, if you are here and finding value, please share this out, invite your friends, let people know we're here. I'm excited to be doing this on our new day. Hey, beautiful Bob. Nice to see you on here, darling. Hey, Brenda, love. Okay, here we are. All right. Hey. Welcome to the Bhava broadcast. My name is Ingrid H. Turner. Hello, Sarah. Got a notification on time, and I thought it was in an hour. Is it 4 o'clock there? Or did I mess up the time? Hey, Kira. Hello. Happy that you're tuning in. I hope this Saturday evening, late afternoon evening is workable. It feels really good to be shifting it. I think I mentioned this on the last time we did the broadcast on Sundays. Like I've been feeling for a while like, oh, something needs to shift and mix up with the broadcast. I don't know what, and kind of landed on the new day, the new format, and it feels really, really good. So I'm really excited to be diving in. Hey, Skyla. I'm so happy you're here too. Skyla's on YouTube. Okay, so what the heck are we doing? Boom. We're going to kick off in our usual way, which is grounding in, opening up with some prayer healings, opening up with prayer from Divine Spirit. When we do that, I'm going to go into channel. So I don't know what I'm channeling today. I'm just winging it today. So we'll see what comes through. But I'm really just setting the intention and asking Divine Spirit to come through and give us what we need to know this week, whether that's a teaching or a message or energies or whatever it is. And then I'm going to do something new now on these broadcasts. I've been having this just love affair with human design, and I've learned a whole ton about it. And I found a way to look at the transit chart for today, for this week. And it's going to be really cool to talk a little bit about that and learn a little more together about human design and what that means energetically. And also, I'm hoping at the same time, you'll be able to learn more about your human design chart. So when we get there, I'll throw up a banner and tell you where to find your human design chart for free. And then you can kind of follow along and we'll talk a little bit more about it. And then once we do the human design transits, I'm going to go in and pull some tarot cards for the week and see what's coming up energetically. Just what does the tarot have to say for the week? So by the end of this broadcast together, we should have a really strong, clear understanding of what's going on energetically through channel, through human design, through tarot. It's going to feel really good. Hey, Amber, I'm glad you're on here, darling. And then I'm going to do readings for donors. So if you'd like to donate to the Bhava Spiritual Mission, that would be so appreciated. Any little bit helps, and I'll be happy to pull a card for you. The link is there on your screen. It's also in the description of the video. It's just that little bit.ly link. You can do a one-time donation, which will absolutely get you a reading today. And if you want to do a recurring monthly donation, that will get you readings on the week. Every week that I'm doing this broadcast, we'll just make that a habit to pull a card for you and check in and tune in. If you want to be on the broadcast and ask a specific question, that's totally great too. So like I say, anything is helpful, and it is my pleasure to be able to support you on these broadcasts and do these readings for you. So I'm also committed to working on the weekends. Okay, so you all know that my lifestyle, if you've been following me around, my lifestyle has changed drastically. I'm traveling full time now, and I realized that a really great way for me to manage my time and traveling and kind of the ups and downs, the topsy-turviness of life, is to really dedicate a couple days a week to work, to spirit work, and to being of service. So Saturdays are my broadcast days. We got on here and I do this for you, and I focus on this and kind of set my whole day up for this. And then Sundays, I'm going to be reserving those for private appointments. Okay, so that's when you can join me for a private reading. So I'm running specials each week on various readings that I do. I do all kinds of stuff, my loves. I do channeling, I do tarot, I do human design, I do healings, I do somatic renewal healing, I do all kinds of good stuff. So I've picked a couple of things that I feel like doing this week, and I've set up some appointments for Sunday, and there are special discounts available, some of them steeply discounted, for tomorrow. So if you jump on the website, that link's in the description of the video, and it's on the screen there. If you jump on there, it will show you everything that's on offer and what the discount is, and it's only available through tomorrow. After that, they're going away, and there's a limited amount available, so it's first come, first serve. And whoever feels called to jump in with me on Sundays, get a reading, that'd be awesome. I can't wait to do that with you. And then if you really want to get first dibs on everything that I'm doing on the weekends and kind of what's going on, join my mailing list. You just go to my homepage right there. There's a form right there. You just fill it out. You're on my mailing list, and I let you know on like Thursdays or Fridays about the specials and what's coming up this weekend. So you get even sooner dibs than being on the broadcast. So awesome. Okay, so hi, Michelle. I love your white hearts. It's your signature heart, that white heart. Nice to see you on here. Okay, so let's jump in. Let's play together. Let's get into the energies. Oh, I do want to say real quick. So I'm feeling really good. I had COVID last week and it sucked for a minute, but then I really went through it very easily. I thought it was really super mild, but I am noticing some cognitive stuff with kind of moving out into this week. So I'm a little like, I feel like I'm thinking slower than I normally do. So please bear with me if I get like a blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to take my time if I need to, just like, hang on, let me find my brain again and then move into. But I actually think that's probably a good thing for readings, because one of the things about with psychic readings and reading energy is we can really get in our own way when we get too much into our head about it. So having some like cognitive, like sort of blah fluffiness could be a really good thing for tuning into spirit, because you're getting out of your own damn way. So there's an upside to everything, right? Okay, without further ado, let us ground in together. Okay, so close your eyes with me. Let's take 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly. You'll just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy into your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core, and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pool again in the root chakra, and exhale into your root chakra. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you for bringing us all together here today from all 4 corners of the world. Thank you for helping us open up to Divine Spirit, to receive divine healing energy today and the message from Holy Spirit, and bring it out into our lives, into our relationships, into the presence of our existence. Thank you for helping us be an example, a beacon, a way shower for divine love, so that we can help uplift the entire planet, one beautiful soul at a time, moving from fear to love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, at this time, I'd like to invite you to share your prayers. Put it into the prayer pot. What do you have to pray for? And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'll just keep on saying, God, prayer is powerful. Prayer is so powerful. I was just in a session before our broadcast and we were talking about intention and setting intentions and what that means. And you know, prayer and intention, it's the same thing. You can use whatever word you want. So dropping it into your heart and bringing it out into the world through your intention, through your focus, through your prayer. It's not a head thing, it's a heart thing. So whatever prayer you have, you'll pray for yourself, pray for a loved one, pray for the collective, pray for not so loved ones, whatever that is. I encourage you to share it, get it out of you, type it out, speak it if you're able to from behind the screen. If you're not, even if you just want to leave a heart or whatever it is, what we're going to do is we're going to bring those prayers up and we're going to affirm those prayers and give it that much more of a punch. That much more of a punch. Oh, good. Hello, beautiful Becky. I want to say good morning because I'm so used to doing this in the morning now. Becca says, for health for myself and family, specifically my father. Let's go ahead and affirm this prayer for beautiful Rebecca. We are sending out that divine healing energy, asking for prayer for divine guidance and divine healing for you and your family and your father going through this difficult time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Rebecca. Ada, thank you so much for sharing this out. I really appreciate you so much, and I'm really glad you're here. Marshall, yes, you may. You can donate to the Bhava Spiritual Mission, and then that will get you a reading after we are done looking at all of the energies. So the link is in the description of the video, and I'll put it up on the screen here for a moment so that you can see it. There you go, donating for a reading. And we have openings. I'm keeping an eye out to see who's on the list for readings. And then I got you. And then, yeah, we will do that at the end. So absolutely, Marshall. Absolutely. Back to prayers. Saying prayers for staying in my power with love and not anger. Let's affirm this prayer for beautiful Kathy, staying in her power, staying in love, allowing herself to expand fully into bright, shining love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's beautiful, Kathy. Sarah, praying for clarity and peace. We affirm this prayer for beautiful Sarah, praying for clarity, praying for peace for you and for all of those around you, moving into a clear and happy and peaceful place in your life. That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, yum, 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 yum. Okay. Let's go into channel. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. I did not prepare at all. I didn't tune in. I just said, okay, Spirit, you're going to tell us. So let's open up together, take deep breaths. Hello, Mons. For those of you who don't know, Mons is my spirit guide. He's always showing up on the left right now. And I am seeing a swan. And it's an awkward looking swan. It's making me think of the ugly duckling. You remember that story, the ugly duckling, and the ugly duckling turns out to be horribly ugly little duckling, but it's actually a beautiful swan when it all grows up. That's the message that Spirit is coming through today for this week. There is some ugliness that we are dealing with. And for the most part, Spirit likes to get pretty individual with us when Spirit comes through and I'm channeling. So Spirit, Mons is telling me that there's some ugliness that we have to be kind of dealing with and wrestling with this week in the collective energies. And it's not as dire as it appears. We're not as ugly as we think we are. The ugliness is not as ugly as it thinks. It turns into this beautiful like work of art, this beautiful swan. But he's talking about how things have to go through phases. And I'm getting like, I'm sort of feeling like pushed through something like tight and uncomfortable. So, you know, to me, that could very much be like a birthing analogy. You know, when you're giving birth to something, it's very uncomfortable. It's messy. It's ugly. It's not cool. I mean, you know, I remember when my son was born, he was a newborn, that he was so funny looking. His head was all like mashed, right? And it was at a point. And I remember I was so young. I had no idea. I was looking at him and I'm like, he's a funny looking kid. And the nurse comes in and goes, what a beautiful baby. And I'm looking at my kid. I'm looking at the nurse. I'm looking at my kid. And I'm like, it is. But that nurse had experience, and we're moving into an energy that Spirit says we have no experience with, and so it's going to look really foreign and ugly, and we're going to want to take it at face value and feel like we are dealing with something ugly. Just keep getting the word ugly. So But that's not the case. You can't take things at face value this week because it's going to evolve and morph into something really beautiful that we cannot imagine because we've never experienced it before. That's very important, is to understand that we're going through things that we have never experienced before. Like everybody here on this broadcast, and for those of you who are listening to the replay, this is for you as well. We're constantly pushing into new energies that we've never experienced before because we're pushing out the edges of the universe. Not every human does this. Many humans on the planet, they get into a routine and they live the same damn day every day. Nothing much changes. They don't do a lot of pushing out the edges of the universe. You do. And you're really going into, Spirit is saying, it's pretty intense this week. It's a pretty intense week for really pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone, pushing the boundaries of your own personal sovereignty, pushing the boundaries of the edges of the universe. So it's going to look messier than it actually is. But Spirit is asking you to, when you come up against this and your mind wants to spin out and interpret things in a way that is negative, that is not helpful, Spirit is asking you to take a breath, catch yourself with your breath, interrupt the assumptions that you're making with your breath. Long, deep breath. Grounding is really good this week. And have faith. Remember what Spirit says, have faith that this experience, this situation that you're dealing with, this ugliness that you're dealing with, is going to grow into something really beautiful and something that you will appreciate deeply and everyone around you will appreciate deeply. So it is not all is lost here. It's going to be fine, but this week is certainly a week to be getting outside your comfort zone and experiencing things you haven't experienced before. And it might scare you and it might startle you, and that's okay. Because that's what you're here for. You're here to expand creation through your lived experience. And the way that sometimes that plays out really yummy and it's fun and we get excited and exhilarated. And sometimes it plays out in a more challenging way. But the challenge is only because of our perception, because we're afraid. And so our perception has a negative tint to it, a negative spin, because we're afraid. The more you can move from fear to love in every moment, I talk about this on just about every broadcast, that is what we're here for, is moving ourselves from fear to love. The more you can stay in love, the more joyous and exhilarating these leading edge experiences will be. The more you're in fear, the more chaotic and difficult it will be. And Spirit says we have a lot of fear in the collective. And so we're going to be feeling a lot of fear this week. And that's not bad or wrong. You're not doing anything wrong if you're feeling fear. Just don't take it too seriously. Don't take it too seriously. Interrupt your nonsense, your mental nonsense, with your breath. Okay, I'm interested, of course, always to hear what is coming to you around this message as well. Because remember, when we're getting together and channeling, it's not just me channeling. All of us are coming together and activating each other. I don't care that we're all over the world. I don't care that we're not in the same room. We're all coming together with our intention, with the fierceness of our intention, and we're opening up to Spirit. Okay, we're opening up to Spirit. So I'm interested to hear if you have any thoughts, any downloads, any questions, any comments that pop up during that channeled message to see what Spirit has for us. Okay. Feeling good. I see my internet is doing something a little wonky. Of course it is. There we go. Okay, it's coming back. Okay, no comments yet, so that's all right. Let's switch gears. So now we're going to do some new things today. We're going to look at the human design. Okay, here's what I want you to do first. If you would like to, go to this site here and download, get your human design chart. Even if you don't know anything about it, even if you look at it and you're like, what is this mess? Just go grab it. If you'd like to follow along, you will, by following along with me over this week, learn more and more about human design, your human design chart, and what it means. Because I'm going to go over the transits. And if you have your chart, then I'll be able to show you kind of how it's impacting you and how the energies are impacting you. So we'll see how this goes. And I hope it's not overly complicated. I think it's going to work out, but hopefully it's not overly complicated. Yeah, Sarah's a projector. Yes, you are, my love. But we're not really talking too much about the types and stuff. We're kind of looking at it's more of an astrological look at it. We're looking at the planets going through the different gates and stuff. So we shall see. But let me go ahead and share my screen and make sure everybody can see everything. Okay. Here we are. Okay, I'm going to remove this banner. You can put it up again later if you want. So this is what's called the transit chart. And I don't know how well you can see it. Tell me how well you can see it. If you can see my cursor here, that's going to be really good and helpful. And now I'm like, okay, wait, where are the comments? So bear with me here. I haven't done the sharing of the screen on the StreamYard before. So this is all a little bit new. But I have some notes here, and let's talk about this. So these are the human design. Let me move this over here. Oops. We're working on it. Here we go. These are the planets. And this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the planets and the gates. Okay. And this is what it looks like on your body graph. So today let's talk about the first thing that I want to share with you is like the energy as per human design. The two primary energies are represented by the sun and the earth right here. Okay. So the sun is like what's radiating out into the collective right now in a really big way. And we have gate 39. And gate 39 is an energy of provocation. It's a provoking energy. Okay, it's meant to poke. It's not anything that anybody does on purpose. It's just an energy. It just needs a receptor. And so what we're experiencing as a collective is energy that's very provoking and poking. And the point of this energy is to provoke and poke and prod to get rid of people or experiences, situations that are not good for us. And it does mean that people can react really strongly to this energy. You know, if you have this gate defined in your chart, this is something that will be familiar to you. I have this gate defined, I have my moon in this gate. So this is familiar energy to me. But if it's not, you might notice that there's a lot more provocation happening, right? There's a lot more, you're feeling triggered by people are feeling triggered by you. And here's the thing though, underneath this chaos and this provocation is also this really creative energy. Okay, there's creativity and mutation taking place because we're poking. You're not leaving things alone. The energy is not leaving anything alone. It's going to boop, 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 right? Okay. And then the earth here, signified right here, is in gate 38. Well, gate 38 is the gate of the fighter, my love. Gate 38 is the warrior. This is the activist. This is showing up for a cause that you believe in. Okay, so everything's getting stirred up right now in gate 39, and we're finding out the earth is what grounds us. It's what makes us feel rooted and connected to society, to the earth, to the roots, right? To the planet. And we are showing up and fighting for what matters to us. The provocation has shown us what is not for us, because anything that is irritated, right? Anything that is irritated by this is going to go out of our existence. We're going to shoo it right out. And that's helping us understand and become more refined in what it is we believe in, what is worth fighting for, what we're going to stand up and what we're going to fight for. This is some super powerful energy this week. Okay, super powerful energy. So when you're getting triggered or you're finding people triggered by you, that provoking energy is not something that you control. It simply is. And it's a gift because it's weeding out that which is not a match for you, for your energy, that which is not good for your energy. And you are having an opportunity to root in more deeply to what you believe in than ever before. It's really powerful this week. Big juju energies. And so kind of going back to the channeled messages too, you can see how those two things come together. You can see how those two things are, you know, you got like the ugly duckling, you got like a lot of discomfort and energies that feel ugly and oh, I don't like it. And you're looking at the human design and it's provoking and it's fighting. It's warrior energy. This is absolutely a warrior week. All right. So put your armor on, draw your sword. It is time to stand up for what you believe in and to slice away what is not a true match for your existence, for your experience. So that's just the earth and the earth and the sun right there. Moon is like a little less kind of, it's not going to last the whole week because the moon moves really quickly. But right now it's in the gate number 4, which is about needing to know the answer, needing to know the one true answer, the truth. Okay, the truth is very, very important to us collectively. The moon is what drives us. It's what motivates us. So we're feeling motivated to find the answer, the truth, to understand. This is a logic. It can get, you can imagine that this energy can go so deep, and it can really, it can kind of distract us, I feel, if you're looking for the one answer. So my belief is there's almost never one answer. That's how I feel about it. But I do not have this gate defined. But this is what is being defined for us, is this what it is we are motivating us in this moment. This will change probably by tomorrow. This will be different, and you'll have to look at it again tomorrow. You can just Google human design chart just now. You can see the link up here, I think. And you can look at this anytime you want. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on with our communication right now. This is really cool. So we got Mercury going through gate 12. Our communication is what we're here to talk about, how we're thinking about, what we're speaking about. And what I love about this mashup is we have the sun and the earth in these really intense energies of fighting and provocation, just bam, no nonsense. But then we have the Mercury in gate 12, and this is about communicating, I love you, in every way except I love you. That's what's coming forth from us. That is what the collective is experiencing right now. It's all the ways that we say I love you without actually saying I love you. It's about being able to impart incredible wisdom in a roundabout ways, but also if you feel like it. If you feel like it. If you don't feel like speaking, don't speak. Because when you do feel like speaking, what you'll be communicating is love. And we need that love communicated right now because we have such potent and powerful and intense energy going on with the sun and the earth right now. And even with the moon, that intense drive to know the answer. I find that to be a very intense energy as well. Right. So that's what's going on. So that's Mercury, and hallelujah for that softness. And we need that softness of speech right now because we are definitely in a harsh energy, which is necessary. And there's nothing wrong with it. It just is. It's just energy. Okay. So let's talk about kind of where we're feeling held back here. So we have Saturn in gate 30. Saturn is an amazing energy. In human design, Saturn is where we feel restricted when we are living out of alignment with our integrity. And by integrity, what I mean is when we are living out of alignment with who we truly are, with the natural flow of our energy. And gate 30 is this gate of big expression, big emotional expression, big this drive, this intense desire for new experiences. It's also got a very sensual and a sexual energy to it. But sexual energy is life force energy, one manifestation of what we call sexual energy, sex. But this is about life force energy. So there's an incredible drive to have these new experiences, to have these big expansive experiences. And we've got Saturn hanging out in this gate, which means that if we are living out of integrity, if we are hanging on to people who we're provoking and don't like us, if we are not standing up for what we believe in, if you're looking at your own chart and you are working against the natural flow of your unique energetic signature, this is collectively where we're going to be feeling this. We're going to be feeling stifled. We're going to be feeling stuck. We're going to be feeling emotionally stuck right now because we are not living in alignment. If you're living in alignment, you'll have a lot of new experiences showing up for you. You'll have a big emotional expansion happening right now. But if you're not, Saturn is going to come in and restrict you because Saturn is trying to teach you a lesson. Saturn is trying to get you to live in alignment the hard way. Saturn is a taskmaster, right? That's what Saturn does. All right. What is it that is really activating us? What are our values this week? What are our values? Venus talks about our values, what it is that we love, what it is that um, feels important to us. And we get this in gate 35. Gate 35 is a need to make an intuitive understanding of when it's time to make a shift. It's about a variety of experiences and then turning around and sharing those experiences with anybody who wants to listen, anybody who wants to learn, but constant, not constant, like sort of a cyclical need to shift and to try something new and to do something new. All right. And so Venus is telling us this is what we're really enjoying. So if you're feeling like you need to make a change, listen to that energy. There's a collective energy that is trying to move you in line with your values, move you into alignment with what matters for you by helping you make a shift in your life, an important shift in your life. So don't resist it. But at the same time, don't make changes just because you're bored. Right? Wait for that intuitive knowing. There's an intuitive hit. We've also got this channel here that's being created here, 35 to 36. 36, gate 36 is in Neptune. Now, Neptune, and so this is a really long transit. These three, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, that's going to be happening for a while. Okay. But Neptune in human design is where we are spiritually, like what our spiritual path is. All right. And gate 36 is a gate, it's an emotional gate. It's an uncomfortable gate, is what it is. It's this emotional pressure to create change. And the low expression of this gate can be drama. Okay, it can be very dramatic, can be sort of, it can be creating conflict and chaos when there isn't, because there's an emotional drive for change, especially when it's connected to gate 35. So we have to watch out with this channel here. We have to watch out for creating unnecessary drama in our lives or allowing in unnecessary drama into our lives. Okay, that's the energy that's going on. There's a spiritual lessons around emotional mutation. And then there is understanding our values through change, through making these changes in our lives coming from our emotional states. Okay, now remember, the thing about emotions is they are just an experience. Your emotions are an experience. You ride the wave, you ride the wave, you ride the wave. Okay? So we have Jupiter in gate 17. Jupiter's right here. Okay. What I love, Jupiter is about our expansion, how we can access our abundance collectively. You got gate 17, which is the gate of opinions. And I really like this because this is about seeing the big picture. It's about seeing the big picture and making the plan. And it's about sharing your opinions when invited to do so, when they're wanted. If you try to share your opinions when they're not wanted, it's not going to work out for anybody. But but as long as they're wanted, they will be appreciated. Okay, they'll be appreciated. The other channel we have going on right now collectively is the 3 to 60. Okay, so the 3. Sarah says, I'm not a very good surfer of the waves, though. Well, you just got to ride it out. You're doing good. You're doing really good. So let me talk a little bit about the centers here as well. So where you see color is what's called definition. Where you see white, that's where there's no definition. So collectively, when we see definition in the transit chart, we are all experiencing this. We're being conditioned, right? We're experiencing this collectively. So we're all experiencing a greater capacity to think logically and to process things logically. I'm not, because I have COVID fog, but I have my moments where I'm like, oh, it feels really logical. Oh, I can, do that. So we're processing things logically. We're able to speak up in a more consistent way. We're all riding this emotional wave that I talked about here. So really don't take your emotions too seriously, but allow yourself to ride the wave. You're allowed to have moods, but you have to remember that emotions are like the weather. They will pass, and you're waiting for emotional clarity. You're not making decisions based off your emotion in the moment. You're waiting for emotional clarity. We're all have a lot of energy right now. So this is a really good time to get up and get things done and get, really working on projects that are already in place and building those projects, showing up and building and creating. And we're all doing pretty well with the pressure that we're under. So we're under a huge amount of pressure collectively, certainly in the United States and really all over the world. But in the United States, it's really, really ramping up. With this defined route, transit-wise, then that means we really have the ability to handle this. Okay, we can really handle this pressure. We can work with this pressure. We can use it to drive us forward instead of allowing the pressure to spin us out and to make us feel all crazy. Okay, so in summary, just a quick overview. The important highlights that I wanted to capture today is like it's intense energy. There's a lot of provoking. There's an opportunity to see what is worth fighting for, and you better get in there and start standing up for what you believe in. Where we feel constricted is going to be those big emotional expressions, those big experiences. If you're feeling restricted in those areas, check in. Where are you out of alignment? Where are you living out of alignment? Okay. Ride the emotional wave. Don't make decisions based on your in the moment emotions, and trust your perspective. Trust the way that you're thinking, your logical processing. Okay. If you're a person who typically has this center undefined, it might be hard for you to trust that because you kind of already know that, that you don't always process things in a consistent way. Sometimes you don't process things. It's you have a really roundabout way of doing it. And most people do. Most people don't have that center defined. So just trust yourself in your processing and trust your voice. Speak up, okay? And know that you can handle the pressure that we're dealing with right now. We can all handle the pressure that we're dealing with right now, and we are going to get through this, okay? All right. Let me know that you were able to follow along okay with that. That's the first time I've done that with that transit chart, and I want to make sure that that was easy to follow along with. Now, if you want to learn about your charts, like if you're looking at your chart and you're like, oh my God, right? That was the first reaction I had when I looked at my, oh my God. And I like literally put it away for years. I was like, nope, that's just too dang much. And then I got really obsessive about it. And I'm really loving human design right now. But one of my Sunday specials is going through your human design chart with you for an hour and a half. And I'm only doing 2 of those sessions tomorrow. But if you want to learn about your chart, I take you through macro down to like granular detail. We will go through all of it and have so much fun doing it. So you can book that on my website. And that's in the description of this video. So you can check that out. It'd be really fun to be able to do that with you. I just need your birth information and we are off to the races. And we do that over Zoom video together. Okay. Sarah said that was good. She was able to do that. That's great. Okay. Just a second. Okay, I didn't want to cough in your ear. Okay. Shall we pull some tarot cards? All right, we're going to do some tarot cards. And if you would like your very own reading, I know you would, you can donate any amount to the Bhava mission, and I will pull a card for you. Maybe even a few cards. Sherry, yes, we studied this in Bhava. I love this. Yeah, human design is really cool. It's really, really cool. But let's look at the collective energies. And again, if you want your own, I have a couple people that I've got on the list. I can definitely do a few more. Donate any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. Just follow that link, bit.ly, donate Bhava, and I will do a reading for you. You can leave a message here or comment if you have a specific question or just general. But let's look at it collectively. Okay, Spirit, show us what else we need to know for the week's energies. Huh. Okay. All right. Anybody who's been waiting on financial stuff or resource stuff, like if you've been chomping at the bit, don't worry. It's going to be fine. This week itself is probably not necessarily going to bring you everything you need, but you will be taken care of. And then moving out into the rest of the month, it's going to be fine. If you've had any worry about finances or any kind of resources, anything in the physical world, doesn't have to be money, but anything we kind of need to survive, you're going to be fine. Energetically, from a standpoint, like stay grounded this week. It's going to be very easy for us to stay grounded this week. I'm just building off of like the channeled message and the human design. And there's like some stickiness, some, oh my God, there's another sword too. Like, oh, okay. But we also have the Mother of Pentacles, which is an incredibly grounded, nurturing, caring. This marries me Gate 12, right? Mercury Gate 12, that's sending that love and that nurturing through the voice. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is a really good card too. There's a lot of powerful feminine energy this week, which feels really good. You know, we tend to think power, and we're very conditioned to think power is very masculine. You know, man, stand up, lift weights, you know, raw. And that is a form of power. But the power that we're dealing with this week is very much a feminine. To me, it feels deeply, deeply grounded. It's like the feminine energy can ground in so much, all the way down to the core of the earth. It has a much easier time of it than the masculine energy. So I feel like this week is going to be a really great and grounded week. Resource-wise, it's going to be fine. It's going to be even better moving out into the following weeks. You're going to have all your needs met and everything you need. Try not to worry. You're at the very end. We're at the very end of some difficult times. Like if you've been having a struggle, if you've been having like mental stuff going on. I know for me, I've had like blues. I've had the blues. It was like COVID blues. I've been all bummed, and that's not normal for me. And I haven't liked it, but, this is signifying that's, you know, any kind of mental health issues or, you know, sadness or difficulty, mental difficulty is going to come to an end. You're going to have to wait a little bit, and you're going to have faith. Okay. This card this week is really talking about staying in faith. You have to listen to spirit, to what you're getting, to these collective messages. And remember this, it's all about when it looks really ugly, it's not. Just wait. Everything is going to work out and become beautiful. Hello, Lynn. Nice to see you here. Hi, Brenda. Everything ugly is going to become beautiful. It's only ugly, Spirit is saying, reiterating, it is only ugly because we are not familiar with it. And we only perceive it as ugly because we have fear driving us. This is very much a fearful card, but it is the end of fear. Tens are completion of a cycle. Okay? So it is all coming together. That is the energy. Okay. Here we go. We got some donations coming in. I'm very grateful. Okay. Awesome. Let me start writing these down so I don't lose track. Okay. We got Sarah. We got Kira. We got Bob. All right, let's do this. So let's look at individuals. So if you have, Lynn, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you so much. And again, if you would like an individual reading, I'm going to start those right now. And you can donate to the Bhava mission in any amount. I'll be more than happy to pull a card and do a reading for you. Let's start with beautiful Sarah. Our beautiful Sarah. Spirit, what does Sarah need to know this week? What does she need to focus on this week? What does our beautiful Sarah need to know this week? Okay, my sweet. You have the 9 of Wands and you have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so what's challenging, this is challenging energy for you, honey. This is challenging energy for you. You're going to have to wait it out and be careful about listening too much to what your mind is telling you. You have to remember that your mind is a liar, okay? Because you are going through some difficult energy, there's like a holding, there's a waiting, there's maybe a stuck feeling that you're having. This stuckness is your mind is gonna wanna go to work on it. Okay, it's gonna wanna tell you all kinds of tall tales about feeling just this stuck, weighted, limbo kind of energy. You have to stay in faith and remember that it is not as terrible as your mind is telling you, but there is a feeling of being somewhat stuck this week. I'm gonna pull another card for you, my sweet. Okay, things are gonna turn around. The Wheel of Fortune, they'll turn around after this week, but it's a bit of a challenging week for you, honey. So love yourself more, deep breaths. We all go through these like non-action times. And when humans go through these non-action times, especially when we're just chomping at the bit for things to shift in our lives, we kind of want to scream. So you're allowed to scream, but don't believe the stories that your mind are telling. Your mind's going to want to dip you into some depression, some poor me, some negative thinking, some woe is me, that kind of energy. When it does, just take some deep breaths and wait it out, because the shift is coming. The shift is happening for you, okay? Things are shifting. Things are changing for you. They're going to change. It'll happen faster than you think it will, but slower than you want it to. That's always the way divine timing works, because our egos get in the way, and it's like spirit has to kind of throw down a little bit, right? Throw down a little bit on that ego. Okay, whoops, sorry about that. Let me just check in on. Okay, Sherry, trying to donate, got knocked out of the broadcasting. I'm going to put your name down because I know you'll get there. If I don't write it down, I'm going to miss y'all, and I don't want to do that. Okay, Kira, beautiful Kira. Kira, thank you so much for your donations. Sarah, thank you so much for your donation. Every little bit helps. Keep this going. Keep this rolling. It is so fun to be able to get up here and do this for you, and I appreciate you so much. All right, beautiful Kira, what do we got? Okay, oh honey, you got some ouchiness going on too, but also some really good stuff. You stay close to your tribe. You stay close to your tribe, okay? You have the 3 of Cups. This is about sisterhood. This is about friends. This is about community. You stay close to your tribe this week, because you're going to have some things come up that cause you anxiety and concern, and it's not going to feel good. You're going to have some betrayal that comes up this week. Now, whether this is actually betrayal or not, I think is maybe a little bit fuzzy, but it's going to feel like betrayal to you. Okay. You're going to have to work on navigating through this mental piece. Okay. You're going to have to work on navigating through this experience. Marshall, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you. So while you're navigating through this difficult experience, through this week of just, kind of going to it, really lean on your support system, lean on your friends. Okay. Your friends and your support system are going to help you navigate through this in an easier and more creative way than you have experienced before. That's really, really good. Okay. If you try and do this alone, you'll get through it because you're awesome and there's nothing you can't get through, but it will be so much easier for you if you lean on your friends, and they're going to remind you that you have all the tools you need to navigate this situation. You're going to feel like you're getting betrayed this week. It's just, that's the feeling that's going to come up. Now, I do sense that the betrayal is not going to be as big as your mind is making it out to be. Like I say, there's a lot of energy this week about our mind really amplifying things for us in a not so helpful and constructive way. And that's showing up collectively. It's also showing up in the personal readings as well. So lean on your friends, lean on your community, on your spiritual community, whoever it is that you know you can just lean into and cry and what, who are just going to hold you and not judge you. Those are your people. Okay. Those are your people. Let me just check. I'm just going to check the actual PayPal account to make sure that I'm not missing any. And if you leave a comment, if you want to, let me know. Hang on one second. I'm almost there. Bear with me. Bum, 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 bum. What do we got here? Bum. Okay, we're on it. We got it. Okay, we got it. Okay, Bob. Beautiful Bob. All righty. And again, if you would like to get a personal reading, I want to tune in for you and focus in on the energies this week for you and what's coming up, what tools, what resources I can give to you. I'm happy to do that. Donate any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. I'm doing individual readings by donation. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, beautiful Bob. God, every single one of us. Swords, swords, swords. Oh, my Lord. Okay. But all of this really mixed in with some super positive cards. All the readings, this is the collective energy. It's like that provocation, that shifting and fighting, but also this incredible love and this incredible groundedness coming in together. So Bob, you have the 8 of Swords. Now, I pulled this card for Sarah, and what I said to her is it's a melancholy card. It can bring you down into some blues, some depression. For you, it feels a little more spiky than that, if that makes sense. I feel like it's about self-criticism. I feel like you're feeling more critical of yourself. And that's where your mind is going to want to take you to, is into criticism. And you're going to look at it as like, well, I'm being honest with myself, Ingrid. I need to be honest with myself. I need to be honest about my shortcomings. And sure, there's truth to that, but there's being honest about your shortcomings and areas where you need work and you want to do better and have more self-mastery and more let go of, more of your nonsense. And then there's just going to work on yourself and causing, unnecessary pain. You have to love yourself through the honesty. Be honest and love yourself. Just because you're not where you want to be doesn't mean you aren't completely lovable. Okay. And then we have the Two of Swords here, which is, we pulled this card for earlier as well. Just getting through it, just waiting. More information is coming. But on either side, you have the Ten of Pentacles with the Justice card. The Ten of Pentacles is you have a really solid foundation for yourself. You're very grounded. You've done the work. You have consistently shown up for yourself in kindness and love and faith. And that is going to help you move through some of the sticky, like beating up on yourself. And I don't know why I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say it because it just popped into my head. When I smoke pot, I get really mean to myself. So if you have a trigger that makes your mind start to go and like tell you things about yourself that are no damn good, be aware of that and stay away from those triggers this week, whether that's people or circumstances, situations, whatever it is. And then you have the Justice card here too, which means everything is going to work out fine and work out beautifully. You're a beautiful human. And the meanness to yourself, it's challenging because on the one hand, you are being honest about some things that are going on inside of you, pieces of you that you want to improve, for lack of a better word. I don't think any of us need improving, but you want to heal, you want to bloom and become happier and more aligned with divine spirit. You're working towards that. But that honesty, like so that's why it's going to be tricky for you this week, is there is that honest things that you're looking at, but then there's also this like, I don't know, just kind of going to work on yourself. There's a line there that you have to walk. Okay, Stacy, thank you so much for sharing this broadcast. I really appreciate it. Okay, let me just check and see if we have any more donations. Okay, Sherry, I got yours. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Sherry, let's go ahead and do a reading for you, my sweet love. I appreciate you so much. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Sherry, what do we need for you to focus on? What does Spirit have for you? Okay, Mother of Swords, Temperance, Mother of Cups, Four of Swords. Okay, good. All right, you're doing good this week. This is the only swords we have here is the Mother of Swords, and this is about like mastery. This is about the keen connection between your intuition and your intellect. And that is a powerful place to sit, my love. That is a powerful place to sit. You also have the Mother of Cups, which is a lot of love coming from you. I love this balance that I'm seeing here between these two, because I mean, I know you and I know what a mama bear you are. And that mama bear energy is just really coming into balance because you have these two, you have the swords, which is a wham, and then you have the Mother of Cups, which is just all heart. And then you also have the Temperance card here, which is all about balance and well-being and balance and lining everything up and feeling balanced. And then the Four of Wands says that you're really creating this incredible foundation, energetic foundation for yourself with this balance. You are becoming so balanced. And I will attest to that based on, what our conversation earlier. That's a good word that I could have used to help you understand better what's going on with your energy. Now we do have the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands is not a bad card, but it tends to lead to thoughts of like, I gotta fight to maintain this. I gotta do better. I gotta climb higher. You're already on higher ground. You're already doing amazing. You're already doing like where you need to be. Then you have the Five of Wands, which is, there's some chaos, and that's life, right? Life has some chaos to it, but you're really doing amazing. You're balancing out so beautifully, and I'm so proud of you. So you can really enjoy that energy this week. Don't talk yourself out of it. Okay. Don't talk yourself out of it. You're doing great. You're doing so great. Enjoy the balance that you have this week. Enjoy the the momentum, the balance between Mama Bear and like the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. That fire, fierce warrior energy coupled with that unconditional love that people can feel for miles around. All right, I love you too, darling. Let me do a little refresh and see. Okay, and let's see. It looks like that's it for donations today. Perfect. Okay, my sweets. Cool. Tell me how that was, that new format. I'm interested if you have any thoughts or feedback, or if you want to think about it and get back to me, that is totally fine. Thank you for those of you who shared out. Thank you for donating and getting a reading. Thank you for showing up to look at the energies. It'll be really fun to see how it plays out and where you notice this showing up in the collective and in your own lives. And if you would like a private reading with me, I'm doing these appointments tomorrow. Okay, so Sundays are my appointment day, and I do have some specials that I am running. I'm doing human design chart readings. I'm doing 30-minute sessions. I've also got a package that I'm offering 2 of, which is a 4-pack of readings, which is really cool. I have several clients who meet with me once a month, and it's a really great way to check in with spirit. And see what's coming up for the month ahead. People really, really enjoy that. So I'm offering a special there too. And then I'm also doing some recorded readings. So some tarot card readings where I'm going to do an audio recording and I'll send them to you. So again, first come, first serve. When those are done, they're done. It'll be my pleasure to tune in for you. The day is yours tomorrow. ingridhturner.com/Sunday. Okay. Thank you all so much, my loves. I appreciate you. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And again, I appreciate your feedback. We are trying something new. Don't we love it? I adore you. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening. And I'll see you next week, if not sooner. All right? Bye, all.